what belonging to this community has meant to them. And this morning, Lynne Kalish is going to come forward and speak.
Good morning, everyone. I want to thank you. I want to thank Kent for inviting me to speak this morning, and thank Debbie for introducing me. So what does USG mean to me? I guess that's really the question that all of us have as we think about how we can support USG with our time, our talents, and our money. For those of you who don't know me very well, I'll give you a bit of background. To start, let me say that I'm 70 years old. My earliest memories are at least 65 years, go back about 65 years, and I really can't remember any time in my life that USG was not part of my life. My parents, Shari and Leonard, became members in 1934. My mother died in 1954, so I don't really remember coming to church with her, but I do remember coming with Dad. Sometimes I'd go to Sunday school. Sometimes I'd stay with him in the sanctuary. I found it a bit boring, but I did enjoy looking at all the beautiful windows in the sanctuary. I was most surprised at the age of 15 to learn that I was not actually a member of USG. I'd been coming for years. I figured that was it. But I hadn't actually signed a membership book. So I signed the book in Reverend Dascom's office one day. I don't think he discussed with me making a financial commitment to the church. I don't remember if I ever put any of my allowance in the collection plate, but I did continue to attend services regularly. And then I left for college and was more or less in inactive status for 4 years. I came back after college and back to USG. I helped start a singles club in 1967 here called the Singledelphians, a name which I made up. The club continued for a few years, and I was on a committee or two, and I came to Sunday services. I married here in 1977 and moved to Newtown, Bucks County. It was a rather long ride to USG from there, so I didn't attend very often, another of my inactive status periods for about 9 years, during which time I probably gave some money to USG, but probably not enough, not very much. After my divorce, I moved closer to my family and to USG, and once again started coming to church regularly and being involved in activities here. I felt that I was coming home when I came here, that people were happy to see me, and that I had friends here. I don't remember how much I contributed to USG's budgets back then, but probably not enough. One day, I can't remember when exactly, I must have been thinking about how USG was always here when I was ready to come back. Suddenly, I had this terrible thought. What if, after some other long absence, I was ready to come back to USG, and it was not here? It no longer existed, because I had not given enough. I decided I had to step up to the plate, the collection plate, and give more generously to this place that means so much to me. It truly breaks my heart to think of our beautiful church and grounds being turned into something else, like a conference center, or apartments, or other such uses as many other Philadelphia and suburban churches are facing today. Or worse yet, is the possibility that this beautiful building someday might be torn down entirely. I've seen many changes in the years that I've been here at USG. We went from a very formal, somewhat Christian-oriented Sunday service to the wonderful services we experience now. From the choir processing and recessing into and out of the sanctuary, wearing black choir robes, to the less formal appearance of the choir, but no less exceptional exceptional and inspiring music making. From having an annual Christmas pageant to having celebrations of many faiths and cultures, like the Passover Seder, the earth-honoring traditions, and the Kwanzaa and Diwali celebrations. We've also had major physical changes here to our buildings and property, including the sale of the 2 buildings on either side of the church, the conversion of the Sullivan Chapel to classrooms, the creation of the parking lot out back, which really made it much safer than parking on Lincoln Drive, and the beautification of the Grove with the Memorial Garden. There has also been a noticeable increase in younger individuals and families joining our beloved community, and I take that as an optimistic sign that USG will survive and thrive for many years to come. With everyone's help, it will be so. Thank you.